Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm gonna give you guys a recap and my thoughts and review on the new episode of Charlotte, which is on episode 7. Well, one thing for sure in this episode, I was freaking shattered. Okay? No tomorrow, as I made a freaking message or poem that I had to put up about or something, is something that I can never be able to even get rid of myself. So if anything else, let's just get started. I'll try to stay alive or keep myself stable as possible and so forth. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, at the beginning we have to it that Yu wakes up in his hospital bed, and later on we get to find out that Ayumi, which is Yu's little sister, died. Which is really, really devastating. Though, there's only one thing, though. Because, if you remember last week's episode, if you watched it, we seen a guy that's, next to a pile of blood, until then. So, we don't really know if Ayumi's dead or not. But if she's really dead, then I might as well accept the fact. But if she survived, hell, what the hell? It looks like they just might have lied to you in his face right now for certain reasons. Though this could be something else. So the only issue, and after you found out that Ayumi's dead, which is a highly possibility, though I'm also just accept the fact. Though it's really hard for me to decide whether she survived or not. I really don't know that kind of thing. It's really hard to even to describe it, because I don't know who's that guy that appeared at the end of the episode. It might have been something else, but guarantee of all hell, we don't really know for sure if he's really dead or not, or she's dead, but we'll just accept the fact that she's dead for now. Well, that's the only thing that I was really concerned about right now, to let y'all know. Though I'm also just accept the fact that that she's dead, but I still have my conflicts about that, though we don't really know exactly. But if she's dead, she's dead. Anyways, enough of me saying that she's dead all the time or something. Yu is literally going past the road of insanity, okay? The way how I'm perceiving it. Especially a girl, we know that he saved, which he caused the accident on her, Shira Yanagani Yumi or something. Apparently, she tries to cheer him up and tries to help him out, but apparently he says, "I'm okay, why don't you go grab me a cup of noodles?" She goes, "You are not okay, you're going crazy and mentally ill. If you don't get out, you're not going to feel any better." Before she came in, we had Yusa along with Takajo to come along. Especially Misa wants to wake him up, but apparently that won't happen. So we have to it that things were still looking bad for you, and therefore he shoves and pushes Shirayagani away or something, or Shirayanagi, and after that he decides to run away or something, eat some dango pizza and plays the video games. He ends up picking fights with gangs, and there's no going back. Especially towards the ending of the episode, we had to it that Tamori was watching the whole time and says, "What the hell's wrong with you? Do you really want to lose yourself and go to hell or something?" And therefore, Yu's like, "What the hell's the matter with you? Why do you even care?" And Tamori says, "Look, I feel responsible, okay? I didn't know that Ayumi would be a power user. So, yeah. Apparently, this was a big mischief and cause for her, And Tamori takes responsibility because she should have transferred Ayumi to the school when she had the chance. And therefore, Yu's like, "Well, okay, what the hell do you want then?" And therefore, or what the hell do you want me to do? Because everything's now in my world shattered right now. And if we remember back then, in the beginning of the episode, you want to fulfill some promises for his little sister, but apparently she died last week, if we remember correctly. But we don't really know for sure she's really dead, though I keep repeating that and saying that all the time at the beginning. I don't even know why. I even made up some points here and there. You guys get what I'm saying at. So Tamori decides to say, how about we eat a decent meal, okay? One bite, and I won't be with you again, and you can do whatever the hell you want. And therefore, Yu sees Tamori cooking him something, and it reminds him of his little sister, you know? And therefore, he ends up waking up and eats the rice omelet, which is called secret out of the message, and he ends up eating it, and he goes like, what the hell? And then he eats it and eats it and eats the whole thing. He says, I don't know what to do anymore, because he told me one bite, it's over. But Tamori told him, you just ate the whole thing, so what the hell is going on now? And therefore, Yu goes like, what do you suggest I do then? And therefore, Tamori says, come back to the student council, okay? And therefore, Yu goes like, alright, I'll come back, you know? And therefore, it ends off there. So, we see to it in this episode that Yu lost his little sister, though I really have conflicted and doubts about that. And if he really did lose his sister, then I'm willing to accept that fact. But I have a feeling like it's either between a lie or so that could come about. And then, 2, Yu went down to the path of insanity, refusing all kinds of help, especially from Yusa, Takajo, and especially Misa, along with Shiryanagi Yumi, who let herself in. He ends up running off away from home because he believes that he might be caught or possibly be talked about. And therefore, after that, he goes to a different town, causes some trouble, plays a video game, picks up fights, and uses his power for his own stupid deeds, makes a name for himself. And Tamori comes in, makes him snap back into reality and tells him to freaking wake up or I'll kick your butt, you know, that kind of thing. And then goes home, goes to a certain place and eats a rice omelet that reminds him a lot about what his little sister gave him and his mother cooked for him, you know. Tamori gave him a chance to come back to the student council, and therefore he decides to come back. And so forth. I gotta say, as I said about making a poem or something, it's too long and so forth, and I'm sorry. But the moral of the message in here, the way I'm looking at it, life has a ways of throwing obstacles at you. You have the choice of either letting it drag you down to the path of insanity and darkness, where you can never come back, or you could rise up and find a shining light that will give you a new road. Well, that little small light may be really, really small. Maybe the grain of rice, possibly. Or even smaller than that. Possibly a flea. But eventually, it'll continue to grow and grow brighter as it will each day if you grab onto it. Well, one thing for sure, what I'm gonna say for sure, life is gonna hit you hard. It's not beautiful. It's not a great place. But guarantee of all hell, you can surpass it, go through it, or make a new road for yourself. Keep moving forward, or keep yourself down to your knees and go to hell. That's all I'm gonna say. So, yeah, that's what Yu looked like he was going through, you know? He was just going down a path of hell and darkness, and then that little shining light Tamori makes him wake up, and then he grabs onto it, you know? To make a new road for himself and move on and move forward. A little small quote that I've also been told and taught about from a friend, and not only that, from a movie. It's like this, you know. The world ain't all good and great, shining rainbows, but I can guarantee you, like, it's gonna beat you down to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. But if you could get hit and keep moving forward, that's all that matters, and that's how you win. A certain quote and a certain life lesson that I can always remember from a friend, you know? Something that I'll keep in mind for my whole life. It's hard, you know? Life has ways of throwing obstacles at you, but what you can do now is to get hit by it and move forward, or keep yourself down in the knees in darkness. That's for sure. But this episode was pretty cool, you know? Gave out the big old life lesson that everyone's gonna know and recognize, you know? So yeah. So overall, pretty cool episode. a powerful meaning behind it, especially when it comes to its themes. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video or so. I'm very sorry if this video is very, very long, and if it gets all uploaded late, forgive me. Until then, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye.